Sir Keir Starmer is preparing to give his inaugural significant speech as Prime Minister, indicating that conditions in the UK are likely to worsen before they improve. His remarks will align with the approaching return of Parliament following a condensed summer break. During this address, Sir Keir will persist in his critiques of the prior administration, declaring that the situation is worse than we ever imagined. He intends to inform the public that his government inherited not only an economic black hole but also a societal black hole. He will emphasize the importance of transparency, stating, "We must be candid about the choices we face and the challenging times to come. Frankly, we will face worse conditions before we see any improvement." Sir Keir will underscore the country's severe financial condition, reflecting the assertions made by Chancellor of the Exchequer, Rachel Reeves, about a £22 billion deficit left by Rishi Sunak's Conservatives in this year's budget. He is anticipated to say, "In the initial weeks, we discovered a £22 billion gap in the public finances. Do not let anyone imply that this is merely a performance or political maneuvering." The Office for Budget Responsibility, OBR, was unaware of this. They even issued a letter confirming their ignorance due to the previous government's concealment. Additionally, Sir Keir will accuse the Tories, who have been in power since 2010, of overseeing 14 years of populism and failure, a timeframe that has permitted participants in the recent riots to exploit the cracks in our society. One of the Labour government's first measures was to reduce the percentage of time offenders must serve before qualifying for parole. Ministers justified this decision, asserting it was essential because the previous government allowed prisons to become dangerously overcrowded. Earlier this week, the government enacted Operation Early Dawn, allowing defendants to remain in police cells for longer periods until more prison space is available. In his speech, Sir Keir is expected to declare, "The shortage of prison space is as grave a failure as one can imagine. Those individuals throwing stones, igniting vehicles, and making threats were not only aware that the system was flawed, they were counting on it. They were exploiting it." While recognizing that substantial change won't occur overnight, Sir Keir will assert that Labour has accomplished more in 7 weeks than the last government did in 7 years. He will point out achievements such as the establishment of a national wealth fund, changes in planning policies to increase housing availability, and ending public sector strikes. In response, Conservative Party Chairman Richard Fuller MP has condemned Sir Keir, claiming, "Just 2 months in, Keir Starmer has removed winter fuel payments from 10 million pensioners, squandered billions of taxpayers' money on his union allies, and is now embroiled in a cronyism scandal after placing donors and supporters in senior taxpayer-funded roles. The lenient Labour Chancellor is mismanaging funds while creating a financial black hole to deceive the public into accepting tax hikes, all while leaving pensioners to fend for themselves. The Prime Minister should direct his Chancellor to change direction or take action himself to overturn her decision." Sir Keir's speech occurs at a time when the government is braced for a tough period ahead, with its first budget set to be unveiled on the 30th of October. If you enjoyed this video, please like and comment below to share your thoughts. Your feedback is invaluable to us.